we have been seeing is inside.
It also has,
So,
it's also called
from
the
here we are going to see
amniotic sac.
the physical
fluid
and
called
how to
the
take care of
amniotic
our physical body.
Fluid.
So thank you.
What you're saying is right, but now
What are
make him
sperms?
understand. He doesn't know this. He has a question here.
We shall write down some questions, then we answer them later. It is on the boys section? Yes. You forgot
When
the,
a
which class
woman
are
and
you?
a man have sex,
You're going to be
fertilization takes place here
7. Okay.
in the oviduct
Corona.
or the fallopian tubes. Then it moves to the uterus. Then the zygote attaches to the uterus walls by the process called implantation. Implantation is the attachment of the zygote to the uterus walls. That's what I.
Fahad wants to say something.
When a woman is giving birth, there is a hormone responsible for the relaxation and contraction of these something like contraction and relaxation of the muscles when giving birth. The hormone responsible is called oxytocin hormone. It's produced by the pituitary gland. That's what
Any question about women? Don't worry, the women will come and explain to us more about their parts. Or else we shall tell them what we know about us. Jordan, any question? So do you understand a little bit how these people are different from us? Huh? No, we are done. They have taken us through. They understand these parts. They were teaching. All right, thank you guys. Now, what you need to do, Josh, attention, everyone. Let's go down, and then we shall get back and talk about things that concern men. Stephen. Stephen, first come and tell me what you understand. I want you to teach me about this.
Let's humble ourselves and pray. Father, I want to thank you for this day. I want to thank you for the gift of life. I want to thank you for the food that they have blessed us with. Let us enjoy and eat it in good faith. In Jesus' name I pray.
So it's okay if I try to explain to these guys in Uganda, because I know some of them may not understand this part. So you have to break it down to Uganda.
I'm your number one funny. Yeah, when I need a Kurani. What and they could be money. She's a I'm your number one funny. Ono yasiba kubipande.
I worship you. You are here working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are here. Miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are.
Chukwamame. Lord, we lift you up. Onyomame. Narekelem Jiridia. You've done so much for me. I cannot tell it all. Narekelemo. If I had 10,000 tongues, it still won't be enough. Narekelemo. Tukuna Guamarele. What shall I render to Jehovah? For he has done so very much for me. What shall I render to Jehovah? He has done so. Hey. Much for me. And so we say, no, no, we say, no, no.
I want everybody to have their pens and books.
Njagala
Anybody
buli
who
omu-
has a pen but doesn't have a book,
njagala buli omu abeere n'ekitabo kye ne peeni ye bw'oba oyina peeni naye nga tolina kitabo wanika omukono gwo.
kuba wano ninawoko ku bitabo naye nga siyina pen.
I have a few books here but I don't have pens.
Okay, this is what I want us to do.
Kino kye njagala tukole.
Bwe tuba tumaze okulya njagala tuzzeeko masks zaffe.
If we are done eating, I'd request us to put back our masks.
We are going to go through a session.
Tugenda kubeera mu session.
We are going to go through our first session.
Session yaffe esooka gye tugenda okutandikako.
Just wait a minute. Miracle children?
Yes, please.
Bande, what did I say? Miracle children?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is what we are going to go
Kino kye
through.
tugenda okukola.
Please project the objectives again.
Tusaba otujulizeeko objectives.
Like I said earlier on,
Nga bwe nabagambye emabegako awo.
we have done part one. Do we all agree that we have done part one? of
Ffenna
our
tukkaanya nti
objective?
n'ekitundu ekisooka tukikoze.
Are we paying attention?
Bannange tusizaayo omwoyo.
Have we been able to name the visible and invisible organs of our reproductive system?
Tusobodde okuneminga ebitundu ebirabika n'ebitalabika ebya reproductive system yaffe.
Did we?
Tusobodde.
I just want show of hands. Did we?
Njagala mumpe ku mikono tusobodde okikola ekyo.
Oba mujjakoko kamasiki ne munziramu kuba munnange
You
saamanyira
take off your
kwogeranga
masks a little bit. I'm not used to talking.
nga sebanziramu. Did we get to understand the visible and invisible parts of our body organs?
Twasobodde okutegeera ebitundu ebirabika n'ebitalabika ebya reproductive system yaffe.
Okay. So let's start. We are going to just go briefly through what we have done. But we
Tugenda
are going to
kuyita
go
mu bye
through it very
tukoze
fast.
naye tugenda kwanguwako nga tubiyitamu.
Ekyo omujjukira nti twakirabyeko?
Do you remember that we saw such a thing?
Did we see that?
Ekyo twakirabyekoko.
Okay. Aye tuseka ki?
Why are we laughing?
Is anything funny?
Waliwo ekisesa kye sitategeddeeko.
Ani? Stephen, sooka ombuulire. Kiki
Stephen,
ekisinza
first tell me.
okusanyusa mu ekyo kye tulabye?
What is funny about what we've seen?
Ate obwedde oseka.
You've been laughing the whole time. Now I'm asking.
No, by the way, kyenjagala tumanye nti
But I
bino
want us to know
ebitundu
that these organs
biri mu mubiri gyaffe
are in our bodies.
tebiswaza ate yeffe.
They are
Mukitegeera?
not of any shame and it's us.
Era amannya gaabyo geego.
And
Okay?
those are the very names.
Okay. So I don't need to go through that. Wali twakirabye mu bifaananyi kati
We
tukiraba
saw
nga
it
kiri mu
in-
mubiri ddala. Okay?
In pictures, and we are seeing it in our bodies.
This is what I want you to do. If I'm going through something and you have a question, you raise up your hand and I stop there and I answer it, okay?
Kino kye njagala tukole singa mba nyina bye mpitamu naye ng'olina ekibuuzo owanika omukono gwo n'ombuuza ekibuuzo n'ensooka ne nkiddamu nga sinaba kweyongerayo.
Tugende mu maaso.
Can we continue?
Okay, let's go to another slide.
Tweyongereyo.
Did we see that?
Ekyo twakirabyeko.
That is the male reproductive system.
Reproductive system y'abasajja.
Luli twakirabye nga kikuba ekifaananyi kati tukiraba mu mubiri.
We saw it drawn in a picture, but now we are seeing it physically.
So
in our
that is what
body.
it is.
Ekyo kye
Ebyo
kiri.
yeffe era yeffe.
That is us.
Okay. Let's go to another slide.
Tudde ku slide endala.
Tugenda kulaba kye bayita puberty.
We're going to look at puberty.
Have you ever heard of that word, puberty?
Mwali muwuliddeko ku kigambo ekyo puberty?
Anybody who is ready to explain to me what it is, just give me an answer to that. Anybody?
Waliwo omuntu yenna asobola okutubulira ki puberty kye kiri?
Anybody?
Waliwo omuntu yenna?
walina answer?
Is there anyone who has an answer to that?
Yes, please. I want you to give me that answer on the microphone.
Njagala oddemu ompe answer eyo naye ng'oyogera ku muzindaalo.
You come here in front, okay?
Jangu mu maaso.
Can you use my microphone?
Puberty is the stage during the course of adolescence in which a boy or a girl is sexually mature and can have a baby.
Thank you so much. Let's give her a hand clap, please.
Agambye nti no puberty ye stage omuntu ng'avubuka wabeera nga akuze sexually era ng'asobola okubeera n'omwana.
Eno stage gye tulimu ey'emyaka 10 okuva ku 10 paka okweyongera waggulu.
The stage between 10 years and above.
Oba okutuuka ku myaka nga 16.
Up to like 16 years.
Eyo tugiyita stage ya puberty oba adolescence.
It's called the stage of puberty or adolescence.
Era mu kaseera kano omuntu omubiri gw'omunda guba gukula ng'omuntu osobola okubeera neki ng'osobola okuzaala omwana, okay?
And at this time there's growth inside your body and you can bear a child.
Okay, let's go on. Kakati tugenda kutandika tulabe stages za puberty. We are going to look at very fast.
Stages of puberty. Tugenda ziyita mu mangu.
Esooka naddala mu baana abawala, that is why I want us to write. Abaana abawala, puberty starts when the brain triggers the production of sex hormones.
For the girls, puberty starts nga obwongo butandise okuleeta ezo sex hormones.
Mubeeramu mu mibiri gyaffe.
In our bodies.
Hormones fena tusoma tuzimanyi? Bazi tusomesa?
Do we know hormones? Were we taught of hormones?
Tezirabika naye zibaamu mu mubiri gyaffe nga zireeta enkyukakyuka mu mibiri gyaffe. Kyava tugambye Martha nti mu kaseera kano omuntu asobola n'okukola ki okuzaala omwana, okay?
Now hormones are invisible but they're in our bodies and they are the ones that trigger the sexual feelings. That is why Martha has even explained that this very hormone, this puberty stage, someone can bear a child during it.
Naye twagala tumanye nti stage zino tuva ku mutendera gumu ne tugenda ku mutendera omulala.
But we want to know that during puberty you get from one stage to another.
Naye ate mujjukire nti what we want to understand stages zino tetuzitambuliramu ffenna mulundi gumu. Abamu batandika bukyali, abamu batandika obudde bugenzeeko, okay?
What I would like you to understand that we don't go through these stages at the same age. Some people start early and others at a later stage.
Ate abaana abawala bayingira mu stage eno mangu okusinga abaana abalenzi. Oba body changes zirabika nnyo mu baana abawala okusinga abaana abalenzi.
What I also want you to understand that the body changes are manifest way faster in girls than it is in boys.
Tujja kwesanga ffenna abaana abawala wano mu myaka nga 11 ogenda okulaba nga omubiri gwe gutandise okukyuka.
You'll find that most girls when they come to the age of 11 their bodies start changing.
Era ojja kwesanga nti abadde talina nsonyi nga atambula ali bwereere bw'amala okunaaba asuula eri ettawulo ogenda okulaba nga atandise okukola ki? Okwambala nga atandise okufuna ensonyi nga yeekola ki? Yeebikka, okay?
You'll find that a girl at 11 years, previously they would leave the shower room, they go to the rooms naked, but then you'd find all of a sudden they've started covering themselves with towels because they feel shy.
Naye ate abalenzi bojja kwesanga nti emibiri gyabwe gikyuka mpola.
But you'll find that the boys, their bodies change gradually.
Era ojja kwesanga nti abalenzi batandikira ku myaka nga 12.
And for the boys, they start at the age of 12.
Okay, let's go ahead. Kati buno obunyukuta butono nnyo naye.
These are very small letters, but
Project one by one.
tuteereyo kimu ku kimu.
Kati ekisooka.
First and foremost,
tujja kwesanga mu baana abawala kati ze signals zino kikwe tulabira nti emibiri gyaffe gitandise okukyuka nga Martha bw'atugambye nti omuntu mu stage n'aba akyasobola n'okuzaala omwana.
Now, as Martha has explained earlier on, how can we know that someone has reached that stage of bearing children?
Ekisooka abaana abawala batandika okulaba nga amabere gaabwe gatandise okukula.
For the girls, their breasts start growing.
Twali tuwuliddeko obuntu bwe tuyita ng'obuyinja mu mabere gaffe. abawala
For the girls, have you ever felt things that feel like stones inside of your breast?
osooka n'owulira akantu ng'akayinjayinja akatono akali mu mabeere go.
You first get a stone-like feeling in your breast.
Abawala twali tukawuliddeko, njagala mumbulire yes oba no.
For the girls, have you ever felt that? I would like you to tell us, yeah oba nedda.
Yes no.
Yeah oba nedda.
Mujjeeko ku masiki mpulire yes oba no.
Take off your masks and let's hear what you say.
Yes. Osooka n'owuliramu akayinjayinja ako akatono akajja mu bbeere.
You first get that stone-like feeling inside your breast.
Next. Next, still. Still. Emirundi egisinga.
So many times.
Emirundi egisinga. Thank you. Emirundi egisinga.
So many times.
Ogenda okukoonako omuntu ayinza okukoona ku bbeere n'owulira nga likulumye nnyo.
Someone can tap you around the breast area and then you feel a lot of pain.
Olina kukoona oba akakokola n'owulira nga likola ki? Likulumye nnyo.
You could be playing and then someone mistakenly taps you with their elbow and it hurts.
Naye gy'ogenda bw'oyongera okukula.
But the more you grow,
size y'ebbeere egenda ekula era ne pain eno n'ekola ki? N'eba ng'evuddemu. Okay?
The size of the breast continues growing and then the pain also disappears.
Era emirundi egisinga tujja kwesanga nti abantu abasinga bayinza okulowooza oba nina ekikyamu bw'otunuulira amabeere go nga erimu ttono erimu ddene. Okay?
Sometimes someone can think that maybe they have a problem with their bodies because usually one breast is smaller than the other.
Naye emirundi egisinga buli muntu abeerako n'ebbeere ettono n'eddala nga ki? Nga ddene. It is okay.
But it's according to nature that one breast rather is supposed to be smaller than the other.
Okay? Naye ate abalenzi.
For the boys,
bagenda bakula mpola tusandika kulaba ebifuba byabwe nga bigenda bikola ki? Bigejja.
They grow gradually and their chests enlarge.
Mu myaka gumu ng'ebiri ogenda okulaba ng'ekifuba ky'omulenzi kigenda kikola ki? Kyenlarginga. Okay?
Within a year or two, you realize that a boy's chest enlarges.
Akafaananyi katulaga.
That photo shows us.
Akafaananyi katulaga nti gye bujja mu maaso.
That photo shows us that in future,
amabeere go bwe gagenda nga gakula omwana omuwala.
Your breasts grow for you, the girls.
Olina okutandika okwambala akaleega.
You have to start putting on a
oba
bra.
bw'olaba nga gatandise, don't feel uncomfortable, start putting on. Mumanyi muno bayita they boob tubes?
Do you know bob tubes?
Tumumanyi?
Do you know them?
Yes. Mu kifo ky'omwana omuwala okukwata esweta n'otandika okwebika n'otandika okutambula nga weezinzeemu bw'otyo.
Instead of the girls covering yourselves with sweaters,
please ask your parents for a bra, otandika okwambala akaleega bulungi obeere ng'oli smart.
musabe bazadde bamwe babagulire obuleego babo bob tubes mubeere nga mulabika bulungi.
Enkyukakyuka ebezze mu mubiri gyaffe era nga tegenda kuddayo ate ng'eri normal. Okay?
Because that change is inevitable and it's normal.
Akafaananyi tulaga maama ng'ayogera ne muwala we ng'amulaga nti it is okay, now you have grown, you can now start putting on a bra, it is very fine.
That photo shows the mother speaking to her child, tino kiri bulungi era kiri normal, kya bulijjo okubeera nga okuze era olina okwambala akaleega.
Okay, let's now look at the changes for the boys.
Kati tutunire enkyukakyuka ezibeerawo mu balenzi.
Enkyukakyuka esooka mu balenzi.
The first sign, the first change in boys
is the increase in the testicle. Twagirabye testicle?
Did we see the testicles when we were seeing the picture?
Tujijjukira bulungi abalenzi.
Do we remember that very well for the boys?
The boys, I want to hear a yes or no.
Njagala kuwulira ye oba nedda.
Yes, twagirabye?
Did we see that?
So it starts increasing in size.
Kati size ya tests yeeyongera.
So about 1 year later,
oluvannyuma
the
lw'omwaka
penis and the scrotum also starts to grow.
penis ne scrotum nabyo byetandika
Era
okukula.
tugenda okulaba omwana omulenzi abadde anaabira ebweru.
We see the boy
atambula nga ali bwereere awo naye nga atandika okukola ki?
who was showering from out, moving around naked, also they start covering themselves.
Kuba agenda okulaba nga ebitundu bye bitandise okukola ki? Okugejja okusinga bwe byali.
Because their organs start enlarging more than which part brings semen or sperms. What part is that?
Abalenzi,
For the
I want an
boys.
answer from you.
Njagala mumpe answer.
The boys?
Abalenzi?
Sina answer.
You mean I don't have an answer from you people?
Asijja bava ko abalenzi. What part did we say? Semen mwaterekebwa oba sperms?
Kitundu ki kye twagambye where the semen or sperms are kept?
Yes, please. Yes, Adrian? We say the testicles, eh?
The testicles.
Okay, so after a short while,
kati oluvannyuma lw'akaseera
tugenda okulaba omuntu obadde weebase ogenda okulaba nga wobadde weebase watobye naye nga tewafuse. Okay?
you then realize that where you were sleeping is wet, but then you didn't urinate on the bed.
So those are what we call the wet dreams. Your body is releasing some of the semen from your body, okay?
Kati ekyo kye tuyita wet dreams kubanga omubiri gwe gubeera guyina semen gwe gufulumya okuva mu mubiri.
Oba olumu oyinza okuba teweebase nakwebaka noweesanga nga bikuyiseemu.
Maybe you could not even be asleep, but then you find yourself wetting your own self.
It is normal because your body is growing.
Kiri normal kubanga omubiri gwe gubeera gukula.
Okay, let's go to another. Obwo beads butulaga.
The beads show us.
Testicles zaffe zibadde ntono naye we tugenda nga tukula zigenda zeeyongera mu volume. Okay?
Our testicles were small, but as we grow they keep increasing in size.
Era mulaba mu childhood engeri gye bugenda wenkana.
You see how they look like in the childhood stage.
Mu early puberty mulaba we wenkana.
You see how they look like in early puberty.
Mid puberty, then late puberty. Kati gy'ogenda okula testicles zigenda zikola ki? Zigejja, okay?
Now the more you grow, the larger your testicles grow.
And it is normal.
Era kiri normal.
So toddawo n'ogamba bannawo baki ekintuuseeko, it is normal.
So don't start wondering what has happened to me. It is normal.
It is normal, and that is us.
Kiri normal era we yeffe.
Okay, let's go to another. Kakati mu baana abawala.
Now for the girls
n'abaana abalenzi.
and the boys.
After the breasts ng'abaana abawala bamaze okukula, the breasts have grown now.
Oluvannyuma lw'abaana abawala okukula amabeere.
N'abaana abalenzi ga testicles zimaze okwongera okugejja mu size.
And also the testicles have enlarged in size. Have increased rather in size.
Batandika okumera tubuyita tutya? Obuviiri oba bwoya? Tubuyita tutya?
How do we call that?
Yes, please. We start getting pubic hair. Try to give him a clap.
Mumukubireko mu ngalo bannaaye.
Where does the pubic hair grow?
Pubic hair onaakulawa.
The girls this time. Where does our pubic hair grow?
Abawala mumbulireko pubic hair atandikirawo okukula. Elizabeth tubulire.
In the armpits.
Mu nkwawa.
That is okay. That is hair under the armpits. Okay, that is another type. Then where does pubic hair also grow?
Pubic hair akulawa awalala.
Yeah? Yes, please, Patience. On our private parts.
Mu
Okay.
bitundu byaffe ebyekyama.
So when we talk about pubic hair, it grows on our private parts. Okay.
Kati bwe twogera ku pubic hair abeera agula mu bitundu byaffe
And
ebyekyama.
it is normal.
Era kiri normal.
Kiba kitegeeza nti emibiri gyaffe gikola ki?
It means that our
Gikula.
bodies are growing.
So it is normal to see pubic hair growing on our private parts and growing hair under our what? Under our armpits. Okay.
Kati kiri normal okulaba nga pubic hair akula mu bitundu byaffe ebyekyama ne auxiliary hair in our armpits.
Kakati ate tujja kwesanga nti waliwo abantu abamu
You find that some people,
emibiri gyabwe kitandika okufuna obwoya ku magulu.
you start growing hair on your legs and hands.
Twali tulabyeko emibiri gyaffe nga girina ebyoya ku magulu ne ku mikono.
Have we ever seen our bodies growing hair on the legs and hands?
It is also part of growing.
Nakyo nekitundutundu kya kukula.
Kakati
Now,
tuyina ekifaananyi kiri kye tulaba ebbali.
there's a picture that we are seeing at the side.
Please enlarge it. I don't know whether you can project it alone.
Tusaba okyongerekoko obunene.
So kino kye tusuubira okulaba mu mibiri gyaffe.
This is what we expect to see in our bodies.
Amagulu gaffe gajja kumerako ebyoya oba
Hair
olaba
will
n'ogamba nti
grow.
bannanga ate ntandise kufuna nviiri ku magulu gaffe. It is okay.
The
You're
hair will
growing.
start growing on our legs. It is very normal.
It will also start growing on our hands.
Ne ku mikono gyaffe enviiri zijja kulako.
Ne pubic hair tumugirabye weekula
Are you seeing where the pubic hair grows?
in our private parts.
Mu bitundu byaffe ebyekyama.
Ne ku bifuba byaffe abalenzi
For the
tutandika
boys,
kufuna,
also the chest,
then also in our armpits.
ne mu nkwawa.
Kati session eddako tujja kulaba engeri gye twekuumamu nga tuli bayonjo.
Now the next
Kuba-
session we'll see how we'll keep ourselves clean.
bwe tuteeyonja ebyo nabyo birina ebizibu byabyo bijja nabyo.
Because
okay?
there are disadvantages to not cleaning ourselves up.
Waliwo alina kyatategedde?
Has anyone not
Any
understood
questions?
anything? Waliwo ekibuuzo kyonna?
Alina ekibuuzo, you ask a question before I continue, okay?
If you have a question, kibuuze nga sinaakweyongerayo.
Okay, tugende ku part eddako.
Let's go to the next part.
Ekisooka ekirala kyetuddako tutandika okufuna embalabe.
We start getting pimples.
Wali olina kafeesiga kalungi nnyo ogenda okulaba ng'otandise okufuna ki? Embalabe oba rush.
Maybe previously you had a very clear face, but then you start getting a rash of pimples.
Ekyo it is part of growth.
Ekyo nakyo kitundutundu kya kkula.
Kubanga ebiba biyita mu mubiri gwaffe hormones.
Because the
zireeta
hormones
changes ezo zonna.
trigger all those changes.
Still you can go ahead. Ebyo byonna nti naye what we have to emphasize is that
Kyetulina oteekako essira kiri nti
singa tulaba ng'embalabe zino zikuyitiriddeko nga nnyingi,
if you see that you have developed so many
we
pimples,
can say you can seek for medical advice.
osobola okufunako ogendako
Oba
omusawo.
okwogera n'omusawo n'olaba engeri gye bajjanjamu embalabe zino.
Speak to the doctor and see how you
Naye
can
nga emirundi emingi zitubaako lwakuba tuba tukola ki?
treat these
Tukula.
pimples, but most cases they come because we are growing up.
Njagala otulage ku kifaananyi ekyo.
I want us to see that picture.
Saagala weekyawe.
I don't want you to hate yourself.
Yes, manyi abamu n'abalala mulekerawo okutiizinga bannammwe ku masomero.
Others stop teasing your friends in
Because
school.
these are changes that are expected of us, okay?
Kubanga zino ze nkyukakyuka ze tulina okuyitamu.
Okay, thank you so much. Tugende ku kiddako. Emirundi mingi ojja kwesanga nti
So many
abaana abawala
times you'll find that the girls,
enkula kasita tumala okuyingira ntandika okufuna stages zino enkula tujja kwongera tukule nnyo nnyo, okay?
will continue growing faster and faster.
Ojja
More and more
kwesanga nga
rather. You'll
emibiri gyaffe
find
gikuze nnyo,
our bodies have
ogezze,
grown, we have grown bigger.
appetite wano emanyi okulinnya.
The appetite may increase.
Kituufu oba kikyamu?
Is it right or wrong?
Abaana abawala tufuna appetite n'erinnyamuko wano.
For the girls, do you ever have a rise in
Is it
appetite?
true? Njaga kuwulira yes or no.
Kituufu, I want to hear you say a yes or a no.
Appetite yaffe erinnya wano.
Do we at times get an increase in appetite?
Njagala kuwulira yes or no.
I'd like you to answer, please.
No. Ate abalala ddala no
And for
ffenna.
others, is it a no for all of us?
Nze nali ndabyeko abawala mu stage eyo
I've ever seen girls in that stage.
atuula n'anywa caayi n'anywerako slices nnyo ez'omugaati.
They can sit, have a cup of tea and have 4 slices of bread.
Naddala mu covid eyo n'agamba tebba misikkuse.
Especially during this lockdown, and they tell you, Mommy, I'm not even full.
Emirundi tuba tukula, emibiri gyaffe giba gikola ki?
Our
Gikula.
bodies are growing then.
Mu kaseera kano n'obwongo bwaffe bwongera okukola ki? Okula.
At this time also our brain grows
Eyali
the more.
alowooza ng'omwana omuto ennaku zino ogenda okulaba ng'oteekamuko ku magezi ng'otandika n'okuwa ku muzadde amagezi naye mami singa tukola bwe tuti.
You who used to think like a child, your brain grows and then you even start giving mommy advice.
Awo omuwala wano abawala bawanvuwa.
The girls grow tall.
Suubi sooka oyimireko okulabe.
So be first, stand up and I see you.
Mulaba height eyo.
Are you seeing that height?
Tugiraba?
Are we seeing it?
Ogenda okulaba nga omwana atandise okuwanvu okusinga maama we.
You see a child growing taller than their mother.
Abawala abamu they take these good shapes zatandika okuba nga ayina twaziyitanga figa ki muziyita figa ki ennaku zino.
What do you call such
Figure
a figure?
8,
That figure 8.
N'abeera nga ayina ka shape
For
kalungi
the
nnyo.
girls, they can have those
Ayina
nice
hips,
shapes,
ayina ka waist.
have a tiny
So
waist
all
and hips.
this happens at this time.
Ekyo kibaawo mu kano akaseera.
Naye ate kano akaseera kakulu nnyo kuba n'okulimbibwalimbibwa kungi nnyo mu kiseera kino.
This stage is very vital because there are a lot of lies that go on during this stage.
Genda n'osiba ka waist ko bulungi,
You can tighten your waist very well.
hips zo nga zivuddeyo bulungi,
Your hips are well outlined.
n'otunulira bust yo ng'evuddeyo bulungi.
You look at your bust, it's
But
also in
remember,
shape.
you're just growing, you're still young.
Naye jjukira okula bukuzi okyali muto.
Emirundi egisinga twesanga nga ne amanyo gaffe agasembayo wano we gakulira. We get the molars.
So many times we find that the molars grow at this stage.
Okay, let's go on. Mukalabya akafaananyi ako?
Are you seeing that image?
Abawala awo tebava mu ndabirwamu.
The girls are always before the
Buli
mirrors
omu
at that
abuuza munne
stage.
tuyambye tutya ye gwe nga olina a flat belly.
Everyone is asking
Uh-huh.
for advice from the other. You have a flat belly. How am I supposed to do it?
So that is what you look like. You look so good, but you're still young, okay?
omwoto bw'obeera otunula obeera olabika bulungi naye obeera okyali mwana muto.
Okay, let's go on.
Tweyongereyo.
Ate abaana abalenzi.
How about the boys?
Abaana abalenzi bakula nnyo.
The boys grow a lot,
naye ate bo okukula kwabwe kujja later than the girls.
but their growth comes later than that of girls.
So like we said,
Nga bwe twagambye,
nabo later on bafuna pubic hair, twategedde dda.
they also get pubic hair at a later stage.
Bafuna broad shoulders,
Bafuna ebibegabega ebigazi byeyongera okugaziwa,
ne bawanvuwa.
and they grow tall.
Ne bawanvuwa ngera bwe tulabye abaana abawala bwe bawanvuwa.
Grow tall just like we saw the girls also growing tall.
Wesanga nti eyalina baby face ngeri
You
round,
find that someone who had a baby round face,
ennaku zino wegenda okwesanga mu stage nga face becomes a bit longer weight.
you find that the face grows a little bit longer than it was.
Kati ngalabika ng'omuntu omukulu era abantu abasinga bakutubako ne bagamba mwana gwe ng'okuze.
They even look like adults. Someone can approach you and they tell you, oh, you've grown.
So because you're changing from a childhood stage to an adult stage.
Kubanga obeera ova ku stage y'okubeera omwana ng'odda mu y'obukulu.
Naye muno ekirala n'abalenzi kye bafuna
Even what the boys
nabo
get,
bafuna ku mbalabe.
they also get pimples.
Mpozi kye neerabidde n'okwogera ku baana abawala.
What I forget to tell you about the girls,
Body odor.
okuwunya. Sorry.
Akasu.
Akasu.
Kati olw'okuba nti emibiri gyaffe gikula ne
Since our
sweat glands
bodies grow.
zaffe zikula tuswetinga nnyo tutera okufuna akasu mu kaseera kano.
We sweat a lot, so we usually develop body odor.
Kino kiri ku baana abawala n'abaana abaki
This
abalenzi.
occurs for both boys and girls.
So era mu session yeddako tujja kulaba engeri gye twekuuma okulaba nti tetuyita ku bantu ate ndo balekera akasu. Okay?
In the next session, we shall look at how to keep ourselves clean so that we don't move and leave our body odor behind.
Okay, we shall go through that. Wano appetite
Tutakiyitamu.
erinnya ddala.
The appetite really increases at this stage.
Abalenzi kituufu appetite erinnya wano.
The boys, is it right that your appetite increases?
Ntera okuwulira pasita ng'agamba bannanga abaana bagenda kuwumula musitookinga omuceere bane musitookinga ebyokulya because appetite wane beekoze eki.
Usually I hear pastor telling us that the kids are about to get holidays, so stock food because the kids' appetite is high.
But the appetite raises because you're also growing.
Appetite ekula kubanga nawe obeera okula.
Still the dental amanyo gaffe agasembayo lwe gakula nago.
Our last teeth, the molars, the wisdom teeth grow at that time.
Tulage ku kifaananyi ekyo.
Please show us that picture.
Mulaba abayagala nnyo okufuuka bakanyama.
They usually want to look like that.
Koze mutera kugamba ki?
What do you usually say?
How many packs?
Mboina packs meka.
N'osanga omulenzi ng'afuba nnyo okulaba nti akola
Find a boy trying to make sure that
ajiminga ate era afune what?
they go
That
to the
body.
gym to get that exact size.
Okay. Akabonero akalala akali ku baana abawala.
Another sign when it comes to the girls,
We tutegeera nti kati omwana avudde mu puberty stage akulira ddala.
when a girl is going through the puberty stage and now they are growing up,
They get their first menstrual periods.
bagenda mu nsonga omulundi ogusooka.
Menstruation eno etandika between 10
The menstruation starts between 10.
abaluddewo ennyo bayinza okutuuka ku 16 years.
For those who take long to have their first periods, they could go up to 16 years.
Kyova olaba n'abawala abali wano nga bato tubayise olw'ensonga twagala tuyite mu session eyo tujja giyitamu ffekka mutegeere ki ky'oyitamu mu kaseera ako ne wandisobodde ty okwekuuma mu kaseera ako.
And even for the girls who have been gotten to that stage as yet, we invited you here because we want you to have an idea of what it is like to get to that stage and how you can keep yourself clean during that stage.
So kati kasita tutandika okulaba omusaayi ogwo ogusooka oba menstruation esooka kitegeeza emibiri gyaffe gikulidde ddala nga gisobola okuzaala abaana.
Now when we get our first menses, it implies that our bodies are fully grown and we can bear a child.
So we need to keep ourselves very clean.
Tulina okwekuuma nga tuli bayonjo.
Aye tulina okwegendereza because if we have sex at that time we can get pregnant ne tuzaala abaana.
And we have to be careful because singa tubeera twegasse tusobola okufuna embuto ne tuzaala abaana.
So emirundi egisinga singa weesanga ng'owezeza 16 nga tofunye your periods, menstruation periods, please don't hesitate mwogere eri n'abazadde bammwe boogere ne baki mulabe abasawo.
In most cases, when you find that you have clocked the age of 16 and you haven't gotten your first menses, speak to your parents so that we can go ahead and speak to the doctors.
Twagala kulayo kafaananyi ako.
We want to see that picture.
Aka kafaananyi
That
katulaga
image
omuwala omuto nga yeekanze.
shows us of a little girl who is shocked at what they were seeing.
But it is normal.
Naye kya bulijjo kiri normal.
It is normal. Please talk to your parent.
Kiri normal, yogera ne muzaddewo.
Tulabye abaana bangi ne basirika ate ogamba mami.
So many kids who keep in hiding, they fear telling their
Ne
mothers.
bw'oba obeera ne taatawo, please tell your parents, your father about it, because they are grown-ups era bamanyi nti you go through this stage.
Even if you only stay with your dad, tell them, because bantu bakulu era bamanyi nti nekiseera kituuka omuwala n'ayita mu bintu ng'ebyo.
So we shall go through this session as the girls alone later on.
Kati oluvannyuma tugenda kubeera n'owo ne session we tunaabiyitiramu bino n'abawala nga bali bokka.
Abalenzi amaloboozi gatandika okukyuka.
The voices start changing.
Ogenda okuwulira mu nnyumba eyali amanyi abaana abato, ogenda okuwulira eddoboozi ery'omuntu omukulu nga likola ki?
All of a sudden you realize that your boys' voices have changed from the childhood voices to the adult voices.
So this is normal, please.
Kino kiri normal.
Abamu amaloboozi gatandika nga matono nayogeramu nga gasqueakinga.
Some people have those squeaking voices.
Naye nsaba badde muleme kusekerera bannamwe, because this is part of growth.
I request that you don't laugh at your friends, because kino kitundutundu kya kula.
Continue.
Tweyongereyo maaso.
Continue. Usually as they grow, twesanga nga kano akantu kongedde okukula kabayita Adam's apple.
Twesanga nga eddooko lyongedde okukula.
Tukamanyi kano?
Do we know that the Adam's apple?
It is part of change.
Nakyo kitundutundu kya nkyukakyuka.
Abamu tujja kwesanga nga kano bakayita ki?
The moustache.
Kamustache. Kano. Era ojja kutandika mpolampola ng'olaba obwoya butandise okutumeera wano.
You will then realize that you have started growing the moustache.
My son was telling me the other time, Mami, abaana bansekerera mbu nafunye obwoya kuno. It is okay.
Mutabani wange yali angamba nti no, my friends are laughing at me because I've started growing hair around my I've started growing the moustache, but it's okay.
So ebyo byonna byonna tubisuubira.
We expect all that.
Changes ezo manya nti okula era ova mu stage ey'okuba omwana kati ogenda kutandika kubeera muntu mukulu.
Every time you see those changes, just know that you are crossing over from childhood to adulthood.
So emotionally kye kituuka mu mubiri gyaffe.
What changes emotionally in our bodies?
Emirundi emingi nga bwe mbagambye nti omuntu eyali anaaba n'atambula nga ali bwereere nga teyeebise atandika okukola ki? Okwebika.
So many times, like I told you earlier on, someone who would initially take a shower and they move around naked, now they start feeling shy and covering themselves. Because remember, now you discover that there are certain changes that are going on in your body. Some of us, the things that we go through cause us to hate ourselves. Has it ever happened to you? Something happens to you and you feel like you hate yourself.
The girls,
Abawala, I would like to ask. Tracy, I can see you holding another class out there.
Is there anything that has ever happened to us
Waliwo ekintu ekyali kituuseeko and we feel like we hate ourselves?
Is there anybody who can give us an example?
Waliwo ayinza otuwa ekyokulabirako?
Is there anybody who can give us an example?
Waliwo omuntu asobola otuwa ekyokulabirako?
in our schools?
waliwo abo abakiraba nga kibeerawo mu masomero gaffe.
Have we seen it happen in our schools?
Tukirabyeko nga kituukirira mu masomero gaffe.
What about in the communities that we go through?
Ate eyo gye tubeera
Has anybody ever seen that?
waliwo yali alabye ekintu ekifaanana bwe kityo.
Mwena temukirabangako?
You mean you've all never seen such?
Nobody has seen that.
Temubirabangako mwenna.
Okay, tujja tugivaako eyo scenario.
Let's first leave that scenario.
Kati kambuuze.
Now let me ask,
Twali tulabyeko
Have you ever
omuntu
seen-
n'ayita ku ba boda
someone goes past boda men
ne bakuweereza ebigambo nga bakusekerera.
and they laugh and make rude comments at you.
Have we ever seen anybody go through that situation? Ne bw'aba gasigwe.
Twali tulabyeko omuntu ng'ayita mu mbeera eyo even if you're not the one.
No? I hear some yes. Has anybody ever seen that?
Waliwo yali akirabyeko
No, still?
era nedda.
Siwulira answers.
I can't hear you.
Yes? No? Yes. Is somebody saying yes?
Waliwo ali
Okay.
mugamba yes.
You've seen that. Okay. For example, if you have seen that, how do you think this person feels?
Singa oba wali ekirabyeko ekyo olowooza omuntu onaawulira atya?
Noyita ku bantu,
You pass by people,
oli mwana muto,
you're young
oli natandika
girl,
okusongamu
child,
nga
and someone
bwakusekerera.
starts pointing at you
What
or
does it
laughing
feel
at
like?
you. Ekyo kiwulikisa kitya? There's a hand the other side.
Yes, please? Somebody can feel
Omuntu
ashamed.
ayinza okulya ng'aswaziddwa.
Because remember, you're growing, ate oli atandise
okula.
okusonga ku mabeere go g'oli nogamba
Someone is
bannange.
pointing at your breast and then you start wondering.
Kakati, if
Now-
somebody is going through that situation ng'ali ashamed,
Singa omuntu abeera ayita mu mbeera eyo nga oli aswaziddwa.
tumuyamba tutya?
How do we help them?
If somebody approached you and they have gone through that scenario, how do we help them?
Singa omuntu akutuukirira ng'agamba kino nakiyiseemu obeera omuyamba otya?
How can we help?
Tusobola
Yes, please.
kutumuyamba tutya?
Okay, you report to somebody who is responsible.
Olwopa eri
Aha.
omuntu avunaanyizibwa.
Because we know that there are many people who are suffering there and nobody is helping them to report. How can we help?
Kubanga
Thank you so
tumanyi nti nno
much.
abantu bangi
Let's give
babonaabona
him a
eyo
hand clap.
ate nga tewali asobola bayamba. Tumukubireko mu ngalo.
How else can we help this person?
Tusobola kuyamba tutya omuntu ono?
Yes. By telling this person that what? Changes are normal. It
Tugamba
is
omuntu
okay.
ono nti n'enkyukakyuka zino ziri nnomo. Tewali
Okay.
buzibu.
Any other way we can help this person?
Engeri
Yes,
endala yonna
please.
gye tusobola oyambamu omuntu ono.
Pardon? By showing this person the body that she's saying, spreading body positivity, that yes, you are growing, it is normal. Don't feel shy about it, don't feel annoyed about it, okay?
Omuntu ono era osobola omuyamba ng'omugamba nti nno okula era kya bulijjo nti nno omuntu ayita mbino ebintu n'olwekyo tosaanye kubiswaliramu.
Thank you so much.
Mwebale nnyo.
Fahad, read me the second scenario.
Fahad, nsomera scenario eddako eyokubiri.
Come here in front, please.
Jangu mu maaso.
Semudu, a 15-year-old boy, is naturally skinny and short. He is a late developer in comparison to other boys in his class. He often feels weak around his classmates, particularly while playing sports. Some of the girls in his sports team are stronger than him, which makes him feel bad and sad.
So you're going to go through it again, but sentence by sentence.
Ogenda kukiddamu naye ng'osoma
And
mpola
a bit
mpola.
louder.
Ate ng'oyongezaako ne ku ddoboozi lyo.
Semudu, a 15-year-old boy, is naturally skinny and short.
Semuddu alina emyaka 15 naye obutonde bwe mutono ate nga mumpi.
He is a late developer in comparison to other boys in his class.
Ye takuze mangu ng'abalenzi abalala bali mu kibiina kye.
He often feels weak around his classmates, particularly whilst playing sports.
Aba awulira nga tajjudde mu baasoma nabo naddala nga bali mu kuzannya ebyemizannyo.
Some girls in his sports team are stronger than him, which makes him feel bad.
Abamu ku bawala abali mu sports team ye bamusinga amaanyi kati kyo kimuwulikisa bubi.
Aha. Thank you so much. Let's give him a hand clap.
Tumukubireko mu ngalo weebale nnyo.
Bwe tutunuulira scenario ya Semudu, does it happen? Do we see it happen in our schools?
When we look at Semudu's scenario, tukiraba nga ki happening amasomero gaffe.
I'm asking a question. Do we see it happen?
Mbuuza, twali tukirabyeko kino nga kibaawo.
Eh? Yes, have we seen abantu abo abali skinny nga batono, abaana abalenzi nga mutono, ye mumpi, olubu ogattako nga muddugavu, ng'abaana bamusekerera.
So children end up laughing at them.
Twali tubalabyeko mu masomero gaffe.
Have you ever seen them in our schools?
Aha. Kakati, let's go back to Semudu's scenario.
Today ku scenario ya Semudu.
Mutono, he's naturally skinny and short.
Mutono ate nga mumpi.
Mutunulira example eyo, mutono ate nga muki muddugavu.
He's skinny and dark skinned.
Naye jjukira ye era bwe tutunulira abalenzi abali mu class ye.
When we look at the boys in his class,
tabenkana abalala balina broad shoulders,
abalala balina
deep voices, naye ye takola ki?
Others have broad shoulders and deep voices, but he doesn't have.
Naye emirundi gino egisinga Semudu yesanga nga bw'aba ali ne banne mu class awulira nga tawera.
He feels weak when he's around his classmates.
Era n'abaana abamu abawala bali mu team ye eya sports bamusinga n'amaanyi.
And some girls in his sports team are even stronger than him.
And this makes him feel so bad.
Ekyo kimuwulikisa bubi nnyo.
Mbuuza, twali tulabyeko omuntu bw'atyo mu society yaffe?
Have you ever seen such a person in our society?
Yes, no?
Yeah, oba nedda.
Aha. How would you help this person?
Osobola otya okuyamba omuntu ono?
Semudu.
Semudu.
Tumuyamba tutya?
How can we help him?
Yes? Any answers?
Waliwo alina answer.
Any answers, please?
Waliwo alina answer yonna?
Are we paying attention?
Naye tusizaayo omwoyo mikwano.
How do we help Semudu?
Tusobola tutya okuyamba Semudu?
Kati kambuze bantu. Elijah, how do we help Semudu?
Elijah, tusobola tutya okuyamba Semudu?
Yes, please. By giving him comfort. Give him a clap.
Musobola okumubudaabuda. Mumukubireko mu ngalo.
Netugamba bannange tofaayo.
You tell him never mind.
Naawe ejja kumala okule otuuke ng'abalala bwe bakoze
You'll
eki.
eventually grow and reach their stage.
Yes, and by the way, you can also make it in sports. Okay? What else can we do for Semudu?
Tusobola mugamba ki ekirala Semudu?
What else can we do?
Ki ekirala kye tusobola okumukolera okumuyamba?
Favor, give me an answer.
Favor, mpaayo ekyokuddamu.
Favor is thinking. What can we do?
Tusobola kukola ki?
Paloma, what can we do?
Paloma, tusobola mukolera ki?
How do you stand up and tell us? And take off your mask and tell us.
Ojjako masiki yo tubuulire.
Like?
Nti tasaanye kufaayo ku balala bye bamulowooleza.
Okay, thank you so much.
Nnyo.
Sometimes when we see these people are afraid and they are feeling so bad, we just let them be alone, okay? But we should give them advice.
Nga batidde nga bali bokka tubaleka ne babeera bokka naye tusaanye tubaweera amagezi.
Ekirala, what can we do?
What else can we do?
Gabriela. Tubaddewa. What can we do?
Tusobola kukola ki?
Christine, what can we do?
Christine, tusobola kukola ki?
Omutima gukuba nnyo nnyo nnyo.
Your heart is beating so fast.
By the way, we must make sure that we explain to these people that their changes come differently But again, we must make them our friends, okay?
Engeri gye tusobola okuadvisinga musemuddo mugamba muna enkyukakyuka zibeerawo naye ate zijja ku biseera bya njawulo ate tubafuula mikwano gyaffe.
Jeremiah, read us the last scenario.
Jeremiah, tusomere scenario esembayo.
You are out on the school compound and you notice Immaculate from
Hey, slowly. Slow, the pace, make it slow, eh?
You are out on the school compound and you notice Immaculate from the cool group teasing another girl about their appearance. In particular, laughing at the pimples in the face. She also makes a comment on the girl's school skirt because it is longer than that of the other students. All the other girls.
Okay, so slower and then sentence by sentence. And louder.
Ddamu ng'osoma mpolako ng'oyongeza ku ddoboozi ng'osoma sentence ku sentence.
You are out on the school compound
Oli wabweru ku school compound
and you notice Immaculate from the cool group
n'olaba Immaculate ali mu eno group ey'akabi ku ssomero
teasing another girl about their appearance.
nga teasing omuwala omulala ku ndabika ye.
In particular, laughing at her pimples.
Ng'ali mu kusekerera mbalabe.
She also makes a comment on the girl's school skirt.
Asekerera mbalabe eziri mu feesi y'ono omuwala era n'abako ne byayogera ku sikaati y'ono omuwala ey'essomero.
Because it is longer than that of the other students.
Kubanga sikaati y'ono omuwala mpanvuko okusinga ku y'abaana abalala.
All the other girls are scared and they always run and hide when they see this group.
Kati abalaba bonna abalala nga batya era nga badduka ne beekweka buli bwe balaba eno group y'abawala beeyita abaakabi.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's give Jeremiah a big clap.
Jeremiah tumukubireko mu ngalo.
Thank you so much.
Weebale nnyo.
Have we had the scenario very well?
Scenario tugiwulidde bulungi.
Tulaba Immaculate.
We see Immaculate.
Ngali mu school compound ya mu masomero gaffe tulinayo book cliques. Do we have cliques in our schools?
Tulinayo book cliques mu masomero gaffe.
Do we have cliques in our schools?
Tulinayo cliques mu masomero gaffe.
Cliques oba bu group mu masomero gaffe. Do we?
Tulinayo cliques mu masomero gaffe.
There's people who are always telling me no nembuuza muli ku planet Earth musomera wa?
You're always telling me no, so I'm wondering why do you go to school?
Maybe
the generations that we had when we were in school were different from yours.
Groups in our schools,
Twina groups oba cliques masomero gaffe.
So, in this particular school tulaba omwana ali mu group ey'akabi.
Mu scenario eno tulaba this Immaculate is from that cool group.
Najja n'asanga omuwala omulala ku compound.
Meets another girl in the school compound.
N'asooka teasing olw'embalabe z'alina mu face ye.
First teases her of the pimples that she has in her face.
N'atunuulira ne sikaati ye n'alaba nga bannange.
Looks at her skirt and she feels like no.
Manyi in our schools waliwo abaana when they give them school uniforms bagenda bazikendeeza. Have you seen them?
In our schools there are those people who cut their uniforms short.
Ng'ate ffe abamu bwe batuwa school uniforms tuzambala nga bwe ziri olumu kiringa nga kisaaka.
Yet some of us, when they give us the school uniforms, we put them on the way they are, and they appear like sacks on us.
So abaana basinga, so this girl is feeling so bad. Naye ate abaana basinga batya abantu abali mu clique eyo. Does this scenario happen in your school?
But most people fear the girls in that clique. Does this usually happen in your schools?
Does it happen? Twali tulabyeko cliques ze tulina ku ssomero abaana ze batya.
Kitera okubeerawo nga waliwo zo cliques that kids fear.
The boys, are there cliques in your schools nga mulimu abaana be mutya?
Are there cliques in your schools where are the kids that you fear?
Are they there? Trevor, does it happen in your school?
Trevor, kibeerayo mu ssomero lyammwe gye kiri?
Oba you're part of the clique.
Oba naawe oli kitundutundu ku clique.
Okay. What about the girls?
Ate abawala.
Do we see these cliques happen, Trina?
Bino tutera obiraba nga bibeerawo, Trina. Are those cliques there?
Okay. So, But what we learn from all these scenarios
naye
is
kyetuyiga okuva mu scenario zino kino
it is
kiri nti-
attacking our body image.
nti no bibeera byataakinga body image yaffe.
So I was just introducing what our body image is.
Kati mbadde mbalaga body image kyeki.
Body image y'engeri gye weeraba.
It is the way that you see yourself.
If you look at yourself and you appreciate yourself the way you are,
Singa weetunuulira ne weesiima engeri gy'olimu,
that is a positive body image.
eyo ebeera positive body image.
Naye buli lwe weetunuulira n'olaba nga teoyagala mubiri gwo nga bwe gufaanana,
But every time you look at yourself and you don't appreciate the
then
way your body looks,
then that is a negative body image.
kati ebeera negative body image.
Era tusanze abantu bangi nnyo nti because they don't appreciate what they are,
So many people kubanga tebasiima kyekyo kye bali,
twesanga nga beesosola. Does that happen?
we find them isolating themselves. Manyi mukirabyeko nga kibaawo.
Weesanga nga olumu abeesosodde bakolayo kakiriki kaabwe.
You find that these people who have isolated themselves have made their own clique.
Does it happen in our schools?
Kitera obeerawo mu masomero gaffe.
Abamu twesanga nti
Some of us find that
ne bwebanga because weetunulako n'olaba nga you're not worthy,
because you look at yourself and you deem
teacher ne
yourself
bwagamba
unworthy.
nti no n'abuuza ebibuuzo. Twali tulabyeko abaana nga teacher bw'abuuza ebibuuzo ne bayita erinnya lye, abaana bonna ne baseka.
Have you ever had this scenario that teacher
Does it
calls
happen?
out someone's name and everyone laughs?
Olumu abantu baseka lwakuba bagenda bagamba kakati laba oyo, you know.
At times children laugh because they are like, now see that
body
one.
image eyinza okuba nga abalala kye bakulabako kikuleetedde okwenyooma.
Now body image can mean that what others see of you has caused you to despise yourself.
Oba gwe kennyini weenyooma olwa ekyo ky'oli.
Or you
Okay?
despise yourself because of who you are.
So have we understood what body image is?
Katutegedde body image kiki eri?
Abawala abalenzi tutegedde what body image is.
The boys, have we understood?
It is what
body
you
image?
perceive about yourself. Bw'oba olaba nga you look good, that is a positive body image.
Body image kitegeeza ekyo kye weerabamu.
Oba
You see that you're looking good.
body image eba ku bantu ki kye bakulabamu.
It is either how you perceive yourself or
Olumu
how
abantu
people
bwe
perceive
batulaba
you.
nga tetuli worth ne batusekerera kireetera negative body image gye tuli.
At times when people deem us as worthless, it causes us to have a negative body image.
Okay?
Kitegerekese.
So thank you so much for listening to me kuba kati kye simanyi
Mwebale nnyo kumpuliriza because I don't know
mutegedde oba temutegedde.
whether you've understood or not.
Have we got it?
Tukitegedde.
Okay. This is what I want us to go next to.
Kino kye njagala tuddeko.
We are going to stretch a bit and then
Tugenda ku stretchingamu kwegololamuko.
then we'll have the girls come this side.
Abawala bajja kugenda
Make a
side eri
circle.
bakole
And then we'll
saako.
have the boys go this side. Into
Abalenzi
a
badde
circle. But
side eno bakole
let's all
saako.
stand up and stretch.
Naye ffenna tuyimirire twegololemuko.
Okay. Maybe let's sit again and we do one energizer as we go. Let's sit again. Let's sit.
Katusooke tutuuleko tukolemu energize nga tetunaba kwawukana.
This is what we're going to do.
Kino kye tugenda okukola.
We are going to do this.
Tugenda kukola bwe tuti. Buli omu andaga ekkono ye bw'eri. Left hand eri. Nze no ye left yange. Kyekyo kye tugenda okukola. Tusooke twegezesemu tulabe. First look at me. Twetegese. Tutandike. To the right, lean up, sit down. To the left, to the right, lean forward, lean backward. To the left, to the right, stand up, sit down. To the left, to the right, lean. But I want us to be more energetic than we are. Kubanga kino twagala twegolole tugende mu session eddako. Lean backwards to the left, to the right. Lean, sit down to the left, to the right. Lean forward, lean backwards to the left, to the right. Stand up, sit down to the left, to the right. Katuyimirire. Tugenda kukola saako, abawala batule eno n'abalenzi batule eri. Abawala bagenda kubeera bokka ne Patricia Bale, abalenzi babeere ne Davis.
Have we gotten the instructions right?
Instructions tuzitegete bulungi.
The girls are going to be with Madame Patricia Bale.
Abawala
And
bagenda
then
kubeera ne Madam Patricia Bale.
Davis will be, Sentongo Davis will be with the boys this side.
Then Sentongo Davis agenda kubeera n'abalenzi side eri.
Okay. Banne, mujje tukole circle. Carry your chairs,
Make a
please, and let's
circle.
do a big circle like this. Don't drag the chairs, please. Just carry them. I don't know that it can be a big circle. You prefer? Okay. Come this side, please. Come and carve in here. Kalista, come here. Ne Priscilla. Bring your chairs here. Kubaka kati. Mwe muli bampi. Ate mwe. Ani? Shana. Ngenda kuchusa kwa arrangement. Shana, come here. Carry your chairs. Ani? Lowena. You bring your chair here. Shana. Roy, nawe nkulabanga atakulaba. Hopefully you love being a backbencher, Faith. Does everybody see our teacher? Does everybody see our teacher? Jackson, better one. Love you. Faith, let her katebe ko one.
Good afternoon, youths or children. You are welcome on today's body and hygiene session. This evening or this afternoon, we are going to talk about our personal hygiene.